What about
You know
the
what I mean?
rejection? Like, so when it comes to something that's difficult, wouldn't we all agree, like, if you have a higher likelihood of dealing with, like, nobody likes dealing with rejection, right? Who gets rejected more, men or women?
Men.
Like, more often than not, are you rejecting men or are they rejecting you?
We're rejecting men.
Sometimes women don't understand that they're getting rejected. They keep trying and trying, and the men keep kind of allowing it.
So that is
I
an
get
interesting
rejected
thing.
all
Like,
the
so
time.
men get rejected on the front end, women will typically get rejected on the
And
back
they don't
end.
understand because they don't accept no as an answer.
In any case, though, men face more rejection than do
And you can't
women.
fathom
And
a
this
world
all
in which a
comes
man
down
would
to
reject you.
feminism and how men
Correct.
have been projected
That is
as
100%
like
correct.
these negative images in our lives, and that men are like some evil source of, like, I don't know, and they're so aggressive and they're mean, and this is what it comes down to, this whole stigma. But if you're like a logical human who can like think with both sides of their brain, like you know that that's not true, and like men shouldn't be, but they are naturally rejected more.
So, to add to her point, not really to add to
Go
her
ahead.
point, but as a feminist, I don't think of men as evil or anything. I actually love men.
Whoa. Earlier on in the conversation, you said, I am against men.
Yeah, just to piss you guys off.
So what does
but-
feminism mean to you? Like, what does
Backtrack.
being
Equality,
Backtrack.
equity,
sorry.
actually.
Equity.
Women
Equity
make more money
than
than men.
Equity
So
more
we are
than
equal.
equality. Because
Wait,
everybody has...
wait,
No,
let's
I'm
say
just
it
saying
again.
that
One
some
word at a time here. This is
people...
going to get good.
Some
You
people...
finish, please.
Some people have different needs, and I think we need to be able to provide for the people that have different needs.
That's right. I think we need affirmative action for college so that we can equalize, because there's way more women going to college and getting
Yeah.
degrees. So I think
Men really need our help.
We need affirmative action for men when it comes to university enrollment
Yeah.
and
Alright.
degree.
That's actually like statistically very true.
No,
I read
they're
about
right.
that too.
Women-
I think
women-
women,
women-
but I
women-
think in certain fields there needs to be more women representation.
Disavow.
Like tech, I would say tech is one of
I
them.
think we
No.
need
That's
more.
huge.
I
Women
would-
make
like,
more money
that's
than
when-
men.
that's
They
when
just
girls
don't want to
have so
admit
many
to it.
threats.
I
This
think that's
conversation has
when
so many
girls need
threads.
to grow up seeing like women in tech, women in like STEM. You know,
But
I agree in that, but I
what-
do agree that men aren't like getting college degrees as much as women.
But when it comes to like more women in tech, could it also be the case that just when it comes to interests, women are just genuinely
Yes.
like less interested in those kind of fields?
I would say
Yes.
absolutely, but I've noticed the ones that do are very discouraged. And I only know that because I was in like
It's
women
not-
in business at
What about
UCSB,
nursing?
and we
What
get
about
that
stats
case
for
all
us?
the
That
time.
is STEM. That's part
Yeah.
of STEM.
I feel like they tend to take, they
So
will
more
tend to
women are
hire
in it?
men
Yeah, exactly.
more because they're like, oh, well, they're seen as like, oh, men are more reliable, men are like, there's
They don't
just
see
Wait,
that. They
question
see your
though,
worth
question.
ethic. They see the
Are
worth ethic
men
that you put in
No,
at
I'm
the
just
interview.
saying that there's like,
I'm not saying they
I'm
are, but let me just
saying-
put
I'm
that
just
question
saying.
out there.
No, I'm
Are
just
men
saying.
more reliable? Just putting that question out there.
I don't
Do you
know.
think? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
had
I think-
some
do
men
you
let me
feel
down.
like you
As
don't
a
have the-
neutral
okay.
party
I've had
here.
some men let me down, but I would
about
say just like out there, they're like, oh, men are more reliable, they're less emotional.
Well-
There's like
Well,
this
I-
whole thing.
They're
about-
more logical.
Hold on,
They're
speaking
more
just
logical.
purely on statistics here without making any definitive statements. They've analyzed the data on this. Men are much less likely to take they're much less likely to take sick days. They're much
Yes.
less likely to take leave. They're much less likely to be late for work.
Maternity
So-
leave. I mean, think about that. Women want to have babies.
Yeah.
So
Even just
without making a
vacation.
definitive
Yeah.
statement, but it does seem to be the case that men are less likely to take sick leave
Anyways.
and personal days. Just saying.
Do you
yeah,
feel
as a
we-
feminist, I
when you're done, I
love
wanna
men. I
ask.
respect men. I don't think of myself as superior to men. I wouldn't.
Just be honest.
I don't.
You're a female
So what is
supremacist.
that?
Then
I'm
why-
not.
What does it mean that you're a
to me,
feminist?
literally equality. That's
But
what I
that's
want.
not
I
feminist.
want
You want-
equity.
but you
Okay,
want
wait.
dudes
So
to
do
pay
you
for you
not?
on the
Do you
first
not?
date?
Do you not feel
No,
like? Do you not
educated.
feel
Women
like?
have
Okay,
equality.
I personally, I feel like I have the exact same opportunity as any man, and genuinely, as a female, I probably have a little more of an advantage simply by being a female.
Congratulations, we live in America.
But exactly. So wait. So then, what do you mean feminism,
Like,
equality?
I
I
think-
can vote. I can do all of the things. What do you mean that we're
there's
not
I think
there's
feminism
still
was a
like
thing whenever
children's,
when we
like
couldn't
child
vote.
slaves and stuff in other countries, and I
in other countries, you just said we're in America, though.
Yeah, I said congratulations, we're in America. We have those privileges. In a lot of countries, in a lot of third world countries, there isn't.
So
that.
go fight in those countries.
Yeah.
Like,
Girl,
why are we
and
preaching
enlist
here?
in the
Here,
war
what's
like
wrong
we
with-
force
But what are
men
you
to do,
fighting
but
for here?
I
women
don't wanna
don't
be in a
do
war.
it.
No, thank
Exactly,
you.
exactly.
Women aren't even allowed to be in the front line in the first place.
Yeah, they actually are.
That's not true.
That's not true at all. My whole
That's not
like,
true.
I came
It's
from
not
a
a
very
fact.
military family. Every single adult in my family, even my brothers, are in the military. And I could tell you right now, all the women
My
they
sister's
love
in
are
the
frontline
military,
women.
So it is. So you can be a frontline
Yes, you
woman.
can. It
If
depends
you
on
decide to and you
the
qualify
only
to
reason
be.
why
Right,
women
exactly.
are deemed not reliable is because those women who are getting deemed not reliable showed up to that interview unreliable. They showed up and just completely bombed that interview.
They blew it.
Yeah,
Yes.
and if
Don't
your
think
first
that.
impression was so bad enough to where you think that you're not going to make enough money to get this role or anything, you did poorly.
Here's my issue with what
Yes.
you're saying. You're saying that people are denying women jobs because of things that they're thinking about women. It's a completely unfalsifiable claim.
It could happen to
How
a man.
can you prove that? How can you possibly prove that about the person doing the interview? It's completely unfalsifiable. Let's look at
And you can
actual
sue every company
reasons.
that does that because that
He
is
made
illegal.
a decision to hire someone who wasn't her. The reasons, he thought they were more qualified for the position.
Not because she's a female.
Because people are interested in making money when they hire somebody.
Yes.
They're going to
Anyways,
hire the best
I'm
person
also
to
a
that.
feminist
That's
because anyways, I'm also a feminist because
Tell
I
us.
think that we need
That's two things debunked.
what's it called? We need
What do we need? Tell us what we
help.
need.
We need help.
Who
That's
need-
what-
who needs
What
help?
do you need help with?
What?
Because there's laws going against, first off, abortion. I don't want to bring up abortion because I don't want to get into that. But that I think I'm a feminist for that reason. I'm a feminist because I want to
I've had 3 abortions in my life, and in no way, shape, or form do I feel like I'm insecure to
different
men
state
or
where
that
it's
we don't
legal
have
if
enough
you need it.
rights.
I never
or
said
anything.
I never said we were in.
So, but feminism is advocating specifically heavily for female rights, right?
Can we do a contest at the table to see who's had the most abortions?
Can we not do that?
Oh, sorry, my
actually,
bad.
We should.
that was
My bad.